Riding a Surron or Talaria in the UK can land you in a serious amount of trouble. It can get you what they call a Section 59 from the police. That's probably after the police chase you and bump you off your motorbike. In the UK, the police can bump you off your electric bike. That is illegal. I'm talking about Surrons, Talarias, Light B, that kind of thing. There is rumors of a loophole where people are riding them in car parks. But most car parks are actually council owned. That can land you in trouble. Private land, yes, you're allowed to ride on there. You need the landowner's permission. Some people take them to fields, farms, that kind of thing. If it's an electric bike and you're silent, you probably get away with it. But if you're noisy, you'll end up in the back of this police car. UK bike law. All hope is not lost though. If you really want a Surron, Talaria or an electric supermotor on the roads on the UK, you can get yourself a CBT license, right? And L plates on your bike, insurance, and you can tax it. Insurance is not cheap, but it can be done. If you're over the age of 50 years old, you do not need the CBT. You can jump on your Surron as long as it's insured, taxed, and MOT'd. You can ride a Surron legally in the UK. You can do it. You are locked in, bro. Sea Drift Diaries. Get it. Loving life, right? That's the job. That's the one.
Yes, man. Get us on that video, lad. Get us on YouTube.
What CC is that?
450.
Yeah, that's a boss job. There's two of them, you know. In this video, we're gonna find out how to legally ride an electric bike in the UK on and off road. Whether it's a Talaria, Surron or electric mountain bike, DIY or Halfords bought, this video will cover the law on all these vehicles. Oh my days, this thing came down here, left handlebar, boom. Ouch. Let's find a different terrain to talk about the UK bike law. I need a minute before we can talk about the UK bike law. If you're not crashing, you're not trying hard enough. Anyways, I need to find some plasters, bandages for my boo-boos. Grown man don't cry. We just patch it up and move on, baby. If I'm gonna be grown, act grown, I guess I need the helmet for my noggin. I know a little place. Let's see if they're open for 5-finger discount kind of business. Jokes. Work smarter, not harder, and pay for your show. On some real talk, we need to speak about e-bike law in England and how to avoid getting a police chase. British police are savages when it comes to bikes. This one was cool. He let me take his ride out for a little drift. Haha, handbrake turns, baby. Alright, what are you doing? Oh, you don't want to fall down there. Damn. Woo! Secret Diaries, we bring you the beautiful views. Come on now. Haha. Let's start with the fact that answers a lot of questions. 250 watts is your maximum legal power on the streets of the UK. End of. Death run number 8. Go. Shit. I keep sidetracking and I need to get to the point. We need to talk about electric bike laws in the UK. Listen, I'm a bad man, not a pagan. I just want to know how to ride my Surron legally on the streets, blood. Get on with it. Alright. Keep your wig on. I'm gonna focus and tell you how it goes. If you have a Surron or Talaria in the UK, stay away from the UK streets, roads, pavements, or highways. The popo will take you out. It's just not allowed. They know they're not allowed. But guess what? You can blend in with an electric mountain bike, pushing 72 volts, 60 volts, same kind of power, blend in, kind of little loophole. If you got a Talaria or Surron, the other thing you could do is find the green lanes, back roads, trails away from people, stay away from Karens. If no one complains, then there's no problems. Okay, focus now. UK electric bike laws and regulations. What you need to know. E-bikes have become popular mode of transportation in the UK. It's important to understand the laws and regulations surrounding their use in the UK. Electric bikes, also known as e-bikes, have become a popular mode of transportation in the United Kingdom. They offer a convenient and eco-friendly way to get around. But before purchasing an e-bike or DIY making one from scrap like myself, it's important to understand the laws and regulations surrounding their use in the UK. Not allowed on sidewalks. Point 1. First and foremost, it's important to note that e-bikes in the UK are considered a type of bicycle, and that's subject to the same laws and regulations as traditional bicycles. This means that they can be ridden on the bike paths, cycle lanes, and roads, but are not allowed on sidewalks. You listening? In addition, e-bike riders are required to follow the same traffic laws as traditional bike riders, including stopping at stop signs, red lights, using hand signals, yada yada yada. Now we're talking about power now. A maximum power output of 250 watts and limited to 15.5 miles per hour top speed. 15.5, no more. However, there are some key differences between e-bikes and traditional bikes when it comes to laws and regulations. One of the main differences is the power output of electric motor. E-bikes in the UK are limited to a maximum power output of 250 watts, and the motor must cut out once the bike reaches 15.5 miles per hour. You can cycle above that speed, but the motor must not help you. You understand? You can do 30 miles an hour if your little legs can cycle that far. You know what I'm saying? But 15.5 miles an hour, it cuts out. No electro power above 15 miles an hour. Got it? Check if you can ride on the road. E-bikes are not allowed to be used on motorways and certain types of roads, such as trunk roads, dual carriageways, and restricted roads. Licensing and registration. You can actually license and register your Surron or Talaria. The process is difficult. You have to buy yourself a brand new bike. You get yourself a certificate of conformity from the manufacturer. That is difficult. Get that from Surron themselves. Then you take this certificate of conformity to DVLA. Then you get yourself an MOT on steads. We're not even going to go into that. Most people fail. To pass this, you need road legal tires, reflectors at the back. If you're going for a daytime type of MOT, no lights are needed, but really you need lights front and back, indicators, switches, mirrors. It's a long, hard process. Anyway, when it comes to licensing and registration, e-bikes in the UK do not require any special licensing or registration, as they are considered bicycles. Yeah, they're bicycles. You can ride these things anywhere as long as you're not doing over 15 miles an hour. Well, we're using your motor. You get it? However, it is important to ensure that the e-bike is road-worthy and meets all safety standards. Yeah? Do you need insurance to ride your e-bike on the road? In the UK, United Kingdom, England, e-bikes do not currently require insurance by law. Alright? No need for insurance for your e-bike. No insurance will even insure it, to be honest, unless it's a registered Surron. When you try and do that, they can't even find the word name manufacturer Surron. It's a difficult process. They are considered bicycles and subject to the same laws and regulations as traditional bicycles. However, it's worth noting that some e-bike manufacturers or retailers may require proof of insurance before purchasing an e-bike, especially if the e-bike is being financed. Buy your things cash, people. Stop going into debt. It's not worth it. Working 8 hours, I'm gonna stop going on personal rants, but personally I wouldn't work 6-7 years of my life to pay off for some stupid piece of metal. That's all it is at the end of the day, piece of metal. You know what I'm saying? Do these rules include e-scooters? No. The use of e-scooters is illegal on public roads in the UK. Your e-scooter is banned, cuz. Get off it, sell it. Get yourself an electric mountain bike. It's the way forward. And riders of e-scooters on public roads can face penalties. The law is subject to change very soon, but e-scooters are still not road legal. The only exception to these government-backed schemes, such as voice scooter sharing, basically the rental ones, they allow you to do them, but they don't want you to ride your own. It's funny that they want you to pay them, but if you buy yourself one, they don't want you to ride that. Money is the root of all, the rest of that. In summary, e-bikes in the UK are considered bicycles and are subject to the same laws and regulations as traditional bicycles, with a few exceptions. It's important to ensure that the e-bikes meets the power output, 250 watts, and road limitations, 15 miles an hour, and to be aware of the restrictions on certain types of roads like motorway, highway. What are you doing on the highway on your mountain bike? As always, safety should be the top priority when riding an e-bike. It's important to follow all traffic laws and regulations. It's always good to check your local laws and regulations, as they may vary from area to area. For example, in Liverpool, you can ride a electric scooter in certain postcodes. You leave that postcode, the police are knocking you out. Real talk. Let us summarize that for those who fell asleep in the back. Do I need a license to ride an e-bike, bruh? No. Motor output not exceeding 250 watts continuously. I heard 250 watt. Put a sticker on your 1000 watt hub motor, you're good. No, that's bad advice. Maximum speed assistance up to 15.5 miles an hour. Anything after that, you pedal for your life, boy. Rider must be over 14 years of age. Okay, 14. Any younger, you can't ride it, man. What are the new e-bike laws in the UK in 2024? Well, it's just the maximum power output of 250 watts and limited to 15 miles an hour. All that changed was before you could travel up to 4 miles an hour using an electric powered vehicle, and then after that you needed like a license, blah blah blah. Now you can go up to 15 miles an hour, no license, tax, logbook registration, or anything like that you would need for a regular moped. On Surrons, Talarias, that kind of thing, can police seize your bike? Yes, absolutely. If caught, you can expect to have them seized depending on the offense, receiving a fine of up to £300, points on your license, section 59, yada yada yada. You just don't want to go there. With the Surron, stay away from the main roads. You need to find private land. What makes an electric bike illegal in the UK? Electric bikes that exceed the maximum power output. That's 250 watts. Very important. That 250 watt mark is not road legal in the UK. These high powered motors provide excessive assistance and can compromise the safety of the rider and other road users. Why are e-bikes legal on UK roads but e-scooters are not? Because e-scooters don't usually comply with road traffic laws like the fastest e-bikes. In particular, they don't have rear lights, registration plates. It's not legal to use privately owned scooter on a UK road. You gotta rent that thing, baby. Why are police cracking down on e-bikes? Well, London police say it's all part of the force's efforts to stop and check e-bikes, making sure they are road worthy. Most seized e-bikes have been modified or illegally converted to have a motor greater than 250 watts. If you go higher than that, it is for off-road use only. This video should have answered all the questions like, what makes an e-bike illegal? Why are e-bikes legal but e-scooters are not? Do you have to wear a helmet on an electric bike in the UK? What electric bike can I ride without a license? Can I ride my e-bike on the pavement? What happens if the police catch you on an electric e-bike? Can you ride a Surron on road in the UK? Can an e-bike go 30 miles per hour? Why are e-bikes limited to 50 miles per hour? What are class 1, 2, 3 e-bikes? Why are e-bikes unsafe? What is the main problem of the e-bike? The end. Subscribe, like, and all of that, yes? Sea Drift Diaries.